Gagasi FM.
Sanbona and happy Women's Day to everybody who's watching this right now. You know what? We figured Uguti, as the #1 regional commercial radio station, Gagasi FM, it would only be fair for the ladies who are part of this beautiful radio station to have conversations about womanhood, what it means to us, what it means to be a woman, how hard it is to be a woman. So we'll be tackling all those issues and so much more. I did say ladies, so that means I am not alone. Next to me is the gorgeous, super talented Brighton Ntuli.
Oh, hey now.
Hey now! And then next to Bright is, of course, the yummy mummy who papes with voice of Zisto.
Hey, Luyanda.
How are you doing, girl? I'm so excited to be here today because I think we're really going to be able to touch on a lot of things that women tend to face from time to time, right? Zisto, I want to start with you. Describe what womanhood means to you.
Girl, I mean, womanhood to me just means stepping into your femininity and not being afraid to do so. Even if you have to fight, even if you have to be strong on the outside and be bold and be loud, you still need to be feminine. And also leaning on uNkulunkulu. I don't think as a woman you can make it without uNkulunkulu. You know, I think we are segela, I think we are protect, I think we are guide, and also leads us to the people that should be in our lives, you know, and the things that we should be doing in his world. Because if you do anything outside of the world, umuntu wesifazane is so easily tempted, it's so easily manipulated, it's so easily molded. And if you're being molded and manipulated by the wrong people and the wrong things, usenjeni.
Recipe for disaster. Right, womanhood? What is it to you?
To me, womanhood is being strong in your weaknesses, being feminine, but also masculine. Because as women, we wear many, many hats. And every day you live home as a mom, as a wife, as a sister. But you get to work, you are a boss, you are a news editor, you are this, you are that. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So you need to be able to wear hats, different hats, like all the time. Yeah. Switch from this to that and switch from this to that. So being a woman for me means being able to adapt, being able to change and immerse yourself in a lot of things, you know, embrace being strong and better, embrace being weak, but like just be you.
Right. I want to ask you, do you think it's important for a woman to have umuntu wesifazane guiding them through their journey of womanhood?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. You need, as a woman, to have that one person or persons that you look up to, because I think it's important for women to be able to be taught. I mean, it's Zulu sithi indlela ibuzwa kwabaphambili. So in order for you to get to a destination, it is you need to know someone who has walked that journey, or someone osebuya khona, right? Because uzofuna ukuthi wazi ukuthi what curves, what trials and tribulations, if there are potholes on the road, if there's, you know, things that would be a hindrance in our endleleni yakho, right? So as a woman, you need to have that person or people abazokwazi ukuthi bakulekelele kuleyo ndlela yakho ozoyithatha, because stages of life are going to catch up with you whether you are ready or not, right? So you grow up as a woman, and indlela odila nayo nama stages of life that come izokwenza ukuthi ube ilo hlobo lwe-woman ozoba ilona in future, right? It will shape you to being the woman that you are, right? So for me personally, that one person is my mom, because you need someone who's going to cheer you on, someone who's going to pray for you, right? Someone who is going to be that one person also sabu disappointer. It's very important. Also wazi ukuthi usabe ihlazo uthi usibanibani uzothini. I often see young women now saying ukuthi do you boo, you know, you just need to make yourself happy, abantu bazokhuluma vele, there's nothing you can do for them. But you can't live a life like that, because you need to be accountable to someone. You need, that will teach you integrity as well. I think that's why we see now women walking around, you know, you know, it's wrong, but like dressed in next to nothing. We're in social media now, where people dress bakhumule bahlubule on socials, just for the, you know, my followers, yabo. Because abanayo lo muntu ozothi yazini ngiyasaba ukuthi usibani ngizothini kuluyanda, ngizothini kuZisto. So you need to have people around you abazo akhambi kahle ke.
Yeah.
No, we asenze kanjalo.
Buya nganeno
mntu, you know. So yeah.
So the journey of womanhood is trial and error. You figure things out
Of
as you
course.
go. But Zisto, I want to know about what you think about society's expectations on women as a parent, as a career-driven woman, as a partner. There's expectations left, right, and center.
Girl, you know, the thing about expectations is that you know what I mean? It's just part and parcel of society. That's what we do. However, I love to stay in my own lane. Like, I have mastered the art of just being in my own lane. I don't look left, I don't look right. I only look behind, like where I'm coming from and where I want to go, you know. But the societal pressures are real, and you just have to have a group of people empilweni yakho, whether it's your mother, your friends, abantu nje obahloniphayo, that you can sit down with and talk about these things and be like, Yazin, I'm feeling the pressure to get my breasts done. I'm feeling the pressure to go to Turkey. I'm feeling the pressure to do izinto fethu that engiyibonayo abanye abantu bezenza. Uthini ngalento. And then abantu who know you, who know your heart, who know your hustle, who know your focus, who know what you want to achieve. Bazokuhlalisa phansi bathi, okay, let's brainstorm. There's other ways of getting what you want. You understand? That they'll give me a practical solution. And guys, it's not going to harm me, and it's not going to have my repercussions in future. Even with my man, like, I mean, in this industry, it's hectic. Do you know what I mean? So the societal pressures are like, oh my gosh, like, you can't do this, you can't do this. I will do what I want to do that is respecting my man, that is within the parameters of my partnership that I'm building, but I'm also going to do it my way. And my man understands that. He doesn't try to control me. He doesn't try to mold me into very, very set in my ways. You know what I mean? Very set in my ways. So nje my precious abakhona nginqamanga ngithi awekho. Kodwa kumele ube nethimba lakho nje that you can talk to, your master group of people that you can go to and be like, hey, sengithole simene sinjena, and akuphumi kumina enhlizweni, kuphuma into engiyibona ku Instagram, ngiyibona ku Facebook. Ngicela bandla ningi, bring me back to self. And then I promise you they'll bring you back to self. Yeah.
Keep you grounded.
100%. Keep you grounded.
So I think it really is important to be surrounded by women who are able to speak sense to you, but also because sometimes people think friendships are you know, no but just be on some, okay, cool,
Go girl, do you boo.
You know, but do you boo? So it really is important to have women like that around you. Bright, what societal changes do you think need to be made for women to be more empowered?
Oh my gosh, there's a lot, hey? There's so many expectations. For women to be certain things. And I think we need to change how women are viewed and what is expected for women. I mean, Zisto just spoke about your partner. Maybe he's got expectations ukuthi uzofanele ukuthi upheke ekhaya, uzofanele ukuthi kube wena ocleanayo, mhlawumbe uzosho nama demands afana nokuthi ukudla kwami akupheke auntie kupheke umkami, you know. But at the same time akacabanga ukuthi you are a working woman. Ishow yakhe iphela ngo-6 and therefore uzobulqale nini ibhodo, you know. So my expectation right? Yeah. So there's a lot of things that we need to change in the society in order for women to grow. Sikhulise ingane ngendlela right zamantombazane so that they'll grow into women are responsible in future, right? Policies kwezinye indawo, especially endaweni zasemakhaya, uthola ukuthi women cannot have rights, for example, to property, because uma ngabe ufika as a single woman endaweni ethize kuthiwa nope, uzosifakela inkinga ubaba wasekhaya. Futhi nje bonke labo bhuti bala endaweni bazobebelwa bebangawena right ngawo hamba ogana mntu sokubona afterwards, you know. So things like that. Some women are forced ukuthi bahlale ekhaya because babo ekhaya kufanele ukuthi ahamba yosebenza and yena ahlale ekhaya kade ingane. But who says ukuthi men can't be, you know, stay at home dads and women asebenza? So it's just things like that that I think, you know, need to change indlela abantu isociety kade sicabanga ngakhona and just move on with the times.
I like that, moving with the times. Do you think we've changed as the women of today versus Laba Bagdala? But before we get there, can we talk about how, you know, it's often said that women really hate each other. But how do we then move to a place where we are standing in solidarity with each other?
Can I just say something about that? You know, a lot of women have helped me to get to where I am, guys.
Right.
Without expecting anything in return. Yes, umuntu nje fethu umuntu ongazwani naye uzwani naye. It's not because umuntu wesifazane, you know. Because there's a lot of guys that I don't get along with either. But it's not like, oh my gosh, sibukelana phansi as abantu besifazane abantu besilisa, you know. So it's a relational thing, you know. True. So lento leno ukuthi abantu besifazane babukelana phansi, but they pull her down syndrome.
Yeah.
I mean, we can't also say that it doesn't manifest itself. Siyibone nangule urelato khanyago. Sandokumtinyela on social media because she was defending Miss South Africa, the Nigerian lady, Nigerian South African lady, Chidima. They went for her woman.
Yeah.
It's like they're saying, when I rato, you look too happy. So it was just icky. It was icky, you know. So there are those kind of people, but it's not a woman, it's a people. Like
it's a people thing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Do you understand? Because also guys break down women, you know. So they pull each other down. I hate that because so many amazing women have helped me to get to where I am, including my MD. Do you know what I mean? So that's my piece on that.
Awesome.
Right?
I also think the same thing because women, noticing when it's not usually guys who say, "Oh, honey, you look awesome." It's usually women.
That is very true.
And I'm one of those women who doesn't mind or stop her on Mgaqweni from a bar of soap and say, "Oh my gosh, you look awesome. You know your hair. Oh, you smell good, honey." You know, so there's a lot of women like that, and women who actually help you and not where's Zisto?
Cousin,
oh my gosh, you know ulaye khona because of me. So like you said, it's a person thing. It's not like a woman thing. So let's embrace each other and just, you know.
Now you did mention good women wear many hats.
Yeah.
What fulfills you as a woman? Because it's going to be different things for all three of us, you know, but what fulfills you?
Knowing at the end of the day that, one, I have played my part. I am happy with my actions. My conscience is clear with what I've done, what I've said, what I've achieved, you know. Knowing that my mom, my family is happy and is proud, they're proud of me. Then, you know, I'm content, I'm happy, because that's for me is my reason for being.
Girl, for me, okay, and I'm gonna say something right now that a lot of people are gonna think, how look girly. Guys, I cherish my independence. I cherish not having to ask a man for money. I cherish having my own space. I cherish everything that comes with seeing the fruits of my labor come to fruition. I cherish the hard work I have to put in. I cherish the sleepless nights where I have to now get down on my knees and come back to center. You know, I even cherish the battles that I go through. You know, and what makes me content is that seeing my mom so proud of me, and I mean, because you understand? And seeing my man so proud of me, seeing my children so proud of me, learning how to not be selfish, because I'm just sometimes tend to be selfish, you know what I mean? Like, we really do think about ourselves a lot, but then when you see your children and you just like consciously make the decisions as in, it's not going to be about me, it's about my child. It's like, oh yeah, cool. Seeing myself grow, patting myself on my back for growth, you know, it just makes me so happy to see myself being the woman that I've always prayed of being, that I never thought I could be, because at some point I was just in the murkiest waters, you know. And yes, some of us say about imali kodwa fethu enza eyakho ayikho into emnandi njengokudla imali yakho. You understand? I joke about guys giving women money all the time, you know, which, I mean, if you got it, sure, spoil your woman, spoil your sister, spoil your mom. It's not just about your woman. But ayikho into emnandi njengokudla imali yakho njengomuntu wesifazane. That makes me content.
I think money fulfills me too.
Bro.
Money definitely fulfills me. It has to be just watching my daughter grow and always checking myself to see, am I pouring as much love into her as I had poured into me? Because I realized how, you know, contentment stems from the type of love that you get at home. Number one, it stops you from seeking external validation.
100%.
And number two, it really does leave you in a place where you're just like, it's fine. As long as my parents are happy with what I'm doing and how I'm doing it, that's all I need, really. So yeah, definitely family, mom and dad and my daughter, and money.
Yes.
Lots of money.
We love the
Go around,
morning.
honey.
We're gonna leave our details at the end of the screen.
Now, society defines women as emotional leaders, all right? Because really, we are very emotional. I mean,
Yeah.
nurturing in nature naturally. So we do a lot of things from our emotions. What do you think of that? Leading with emotions. Do you think we're guilty of that as women?
Yazi, I was doing an article. Which chairperson with UN, United Nations, was saying, Wuti, we need women leaders,
Yeah.
especially now with the war going on in the Middle East, because women have compassion.
Yes.
When men are leading, but I show me said. But women would say, let's sit and talk. So being a woman and being emotional, it's not necessarily a bad thing, right? It's a good thing.
Yeah.
You know, you can be emotional and compassionate,
Yeah.
and bring that to a work environment and isn't on sebenz.
Yeah.
Not saying ukuthi, because when you say that, isikhathi esiningi abantu bacabanga ukuthi, oh, amantombazane ayahlanya,
Amamuzi.
wawukwazi, abanamamuzi, abaphathi bavele nje. Woo. But bringing emotions and compassion.
Actually, goes
It's
a long
actually-
way.
it goes a long
It
way.
actually helps.
Exactly.
And you have to tap into your woman force, because I feel the woman force, yes, the men are important, yes, I'm not saying men aren't important, but something happens when women work together, you know, and when
Right.
women show each other that, no, Gagbon, I see you. You know, this thing of stoicism with don't show emotion. Not all emotion is bad emotion.
Exactly.
Compassion,
Right.
empathy, consideration, those are all emotions that can help profit any business.
Yeah.
You know, especially umuntu wesifazane is going through things, maybe they just had a baby or they just had a breakup. Ayikho into ayifuna nje uthi ngiyakundstand.
I
But
get you.
Ntombi,
I
sukuma
hear you.
uyithathe. And another woman who's at a position of higher standing, saying that to you, sitting down with you, looking you in the eye. My goodness, that will just make you go and run. It's like, I don't want to disappoint you because you took time out to sit with me. And you see my heart.
Yeah.
Right.
That is beautiful. And we started this off by saying that women wear many, many hats. I want to know, with all the roles that we play in society, how do you take care of your mental health? You are fighting to provide, you are fighting to nurture, you are fighting to be present for your children, be present for your partner, to show up at work. So how do you take care of your mental health with all the hats that you wear?
I surround myself with positivity
Yeah.
all the time. I surround myself with positive people who pray for me, encourage me, and you know, noma sengi izinto seziraf, ozothi yazini, it's going to be okay.
Yeah.
You're just going through a phase, it's going to be okay.
Yeah.
You know, and prayer, you know, when you can find your quiet little corner and say, God, please, I cannot find my way right now.
Yeah.
I need your help. I need strength. You know.
Fakitosh, God, show me the way.
Yes.
Get the job.
Yes. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, over the years, geez, I've battled so much with just the brink of losing my mind, the brink of losing myself, the brink of, you know, because I'm an overthinker, so I think about everything so much to the point where it's like, relax, Kelly, like, relax. God's got you. Do you believe God's got you? Then God's got you. So for me, it's definitely prayer. Fasting has done wonders for me, guys. Like, just dying to self and being like, gengidle, gengphuze, gengilenze into ezimnandi. I'm just gonna focus on uNkulunkulu. Maybe it's 3 days, it can be half a day. Just taking that time out to just not put things in my body, just to kind of quieten lento lena ethi ne babes sikhuluma, but you can't speak to anybody because nobody understands you. God understands you. For me, fasting is my mental health hack. Just stop eating, stop drinking, sit down and just pray and just cry it out. Pendula, guys. Book.
It's very important to cry, hey? Yeah.
Yes. 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 I think also one thing for me definitely is taking care of your mental health is also just totosa, you know, physically going for that spa date. I like to make sure that I go more than, because normally we'd go just on your birthday, but at least once a month, guys. You know, at least once a month to have definitely prayer, yes. Conversations with my mom, yes. I think also I've learned to block out a lot of the noise because I realized that some people just don't want to evolve. So you'll face the same problems you faced in high school from other women that were girls back then with a different face and a different name. And so it's really important to quieten out the noise. Like just shush. Like just, you know, khona izinto nje ezingadingi. Khona izinto that you hear from other people and you're like, "Kodwa kahle awuhlangene, so angeke ngizongifake." I'm not going to take your opinion and make it my reality. So mental health is definitely being strong in who you are, knowing your purpose, your vision, because you're not living for anybody else's. So that's what it's about, man. If I'm good with me, then all is well in my head too. Like if I'm good with me, then it's all good. Ladies, thank you so much. The conversation has been insightful. You know, we can the best is every hour, but
Lie.
It is what it is.
I am curious to find out, ladies. This is Valanji, right? Your closing words to the ladies that are watching.
Okay, to the ladies that are watching, do not be afraid to ask for help. I think the problems, GBV and femicide in this country because people are afraid to ask for help. So I would say to people, ask for help. If you're drowning, if you feel like, oh my gosh, I can't do this anymore. Find those positive people that we said you need to surround yourself with, that you can share, you know, what's troubling you and say, listen, I'm in a jam.
Yeah, sure.
You know, and everything else will come in.
Zisto, your closing words?
Whew, my closing words would be, you know, just keep going, but in the direction of where you want to go, not where everybody else is trying to pull you. And you know when it's your true north because of how it feels, dude. Whereas me, alone, even though there's challenges, like I know my journey, Mina, in this space, it's had so many challenges, but because I know it's in me, this is what I want to do, I will keep going, and eventually I will get to where I'm going. So now I keep going. Don't look at your situation, oh, Zisto, babuge banja, no price, you know, don't. Price are slanging now. When I just focus on your journey and just keep going. I promise you.
Yeah. Ladies, keep that head up high because those hats probably have some weight, but don't let them weigh down.
Because the crown cannot. Is it heavy? Can we keep our crown straight, please?
It gets a little bit heavy, but please do comment down below letting us know how far you think we've come as women. You could also maybe get into a conversation about societal pressures that we are facing and what maybe we could do a little bit better as women to stand in solidarity. No, that thing must end. Here's some more conversations like this because they're enlightening, they're thought-provoking. This was an interesting one. From myself, Luyanda Khambule.
Ntuli.
It's Zisto.
And this was
By Women for Women Conversations.